Hey everybody, this is Tom with The Board Gamer. I was out of town for a bit, so I need a bit more time for my next How to Play video. But in the meantime, I wanted to give you all a holiday gift guide. This mini-series will have my top 10 games to pick up on Amazon that I have played and feel confident in recommending for under $25, under $50, and over $50. If you can find these games elsewhere for less, or just want to support your local game store, I encourage you to do so. But I have chosen to use Amazon for these lists since Amazon is widely accessible and because I'm an Amazon affiliate. I will provide links to all the games I mentioned, and if you use the affiliate links in the description, it would help me and of course help the channel. Now let's get into it. My number 10 pick currently on Amazon for under $25 is Trails. Trails is a 2 to 4 player game for ages 10 and up with an average gameplay length of 20 to 40 minutes, published by Keymaster Games. The basic overview of Trails has you trekking back and forth along a path collecting leaves, stones, and acorns to purchase badges at the trail head and trail end. Take photos along the way while keeping an eye out for birds until the sun makes its way all the way back to the trailhead to end the game. And the player with the most points wins. When I first started to play Trails, it seemed a bit boring, but once you start collecting badges and using their synergies to optimize your play during that short game length, it becomes more and more interesting. For my full review of this game, click the banner above and check the description for my affiliate link to purchase the game. Now on to number 9, The Haunted Mansion Call of the Spirits. The Haunted Mansion Call of the Spirits game is a 2 to 6 player game for ages 8 and up with an average gameplay length of 30 minutes, published by Funko Games. The basic overview for Haunted Mansion has players taking turns collecting ghosts to make sets while avoiding haunt cards. At the end of the game, the most haunted player will discard their largest set of ghosts, and the player with the most points wins. Haunted Mansion was a surprise hit for me. The randomness of the event cards keeps the game fresh, and the limited moves each player can take make each turn eventful and can be game-changing, especially when a player rotates the hallway when you are standing in it. Check out my full thoughts up here. My number 8 under 25 is King Domino. King Domino is a 2 to 4 player game for ages 8 and up with an average gameplay length of 15 to 25 minutes, published by Blue Orange Games. The basic overview has players taking turns collecting new dominoes to add to their kingdom. Play will continue like this until there are no more dominoes and the game will end. Players will score for their kingdom and the player with the most points wins. King Domino is one of those family games that is done well enough for everyone, no matter the age. It's simple enough that the youngest player can enjoy and complex enough for a seasoned gamer to strategize. It also has the added bonus to put everyone on an even playing field. This is a game I recommend for adults and kids to play together and enjoy. My number 7 is a split decision. We have Pokemon Battle Academy and Magic the Gathering Duel Decks. Both of these games are huge 2-player trading card games that I think anyone would enjoy. Usually I find the hardest part is learning how to play these two and building a usable deck. Thankfully, with both of these games, you have pre-made decks and walkthroughs on how to play them. Pokemon Battle Academy has a more detailed how to play than the Magic Duel Decks. But I think no matter which you choose, you can find a new hobby, and if you're not careful, a new addictive game with nearly endless cards out there. Number 6, we have a classic, Carcassonne. Carcassonne is a 2 to 5 player game for ages 7 and up with an average gameplay length of 30 to 45 minutes, published by Z-Man Games. The basic overview of Carcassonne has players taking turns, drawing a tile, and placing a tile. Throughout the game, on the player's turn, they can decide to place one of their meeples on the map to represent a knight, a monk, a robber, or a farmer, depending upon how and where it is placed. Each scores in a different way, and the player with the most points wins. Carcassonne has one of the easiest games to play, but can be very hard to master, making it a great intro game and even better strategy game. This classic proves you do not need to have a complicated game to have a successful strategy game. My number 5 under 25 is Splendor.
Splendor is a 2 to 4 player game for ages 10 and up with an average gameplay time of 30 minutes. The basic overview of Splendor is players take turns collecting gems to purchase development cards to attract nobles. First player to reach 15 points triggers the final round, and the player with the most points wins.
Splendor is another beginner game that can help you introduce new people to gaming. Its simplicity makes it perfect for any age group or level of gamer. It introduces drafting and just a bit of strategic thinking to help with many games down the line. Now my number 4 pick is the 10th Anniversary Edition Boss Monster.
Boss Monster is a 2 to 4 player game for ages 13 and up with an average gameplay length of 30 minutes, published by Brotherwise Games. The way Boss Monster plays has each player simultaneously playing a single room card each turn to expand or improve their dungeon. Once the build phase ends, they will lure a hero that matches the symbols on the cards in play. The heroes will attempt to survive the dungeon. If they survive, you will receive a wound. If they are defeated, you will gain their soul. First to 10 souls wins, but if you receive 5 wounds, you are defeated and lose the game.
Boss Monster is a small box card game full of 8-bit nostalgia from the beginning of the video game boom. In my opinion, I think this is one of the best complete card games in a box. The variety of cards and the ability to build on top of existing rooms makes for a fun and continuously engaging game. For my full thoughts on the game, check out my review here. Number 3 is a new game, Next Station Tokyo.
Next Station Tokyo is a 1 to 4 player game for ages 8 and up with an average gameplay length of 30 minutes, published by Blue Orange. The basic overview of Next Station Tokyo has players playing over 4 rounds, and in each round, each player will be drawing a subway line with a single color pencil on their map sheet. You will start at the departing station that matches your color pencil, and draw lines to stations determined by the shape on the station cards that will be flipped during each round. Once all 5 green station cards are revealed, the round ends and you will score for that color and pass the color pencil left to the next player while taking the new color pencil from the player on your right. Shuffle station cards and begin again with the new color. Do this until the end of the 4th round and proceed to final scoring, and the player with the most points wins.
Next Station Tokyo was a surprise hit from a genre I had originally written off before even trying. This flip and right can be played solo or with up to 4 players without changing how the game plays. Personally, I enjoy playing it with others since you can hear the joy and or pains every time a new card is flipped over and everyone has to decide how to improve their map. This is a minimalist game that packs a maximum punch. Check out my full review to hear more of my thoughts on Next Station Tokyo. My number 2 is one of my favorite party games, Sushi Go Party.
Sushi Go Party is a 2 to 8 player game for ages 8 and up with an average gameplay length of 20 minutes, published by Gamewright. The basic overview of Sushi Go has you collecting card sets from a menu by drafting cards over the course of 3 rounds. After the 3 rounds are over, the player with the most points wins.
Sushi Go is a game you can take anywhere with any group of people, young and old, and have a great time playing. The art design makes it easy to fall in love with, and if you have the party edition, the board really helps people keep track of the other players' points for the game. I cannot say enough good things about this game. If you want to hear more though, you can click this for my review where I continue to praise Sushi Go Party. And my number 1 pick for best games under $25 to pick up on Amazon right now is Tokaido. Tokaido is a 2 to 5 player game for ages 8 and up, with an average gameplay length of 45 minutes, published by Funforge. The way Tokaido plays out has all players moving towards Edo from Kyoto. Each player will stop at locations along the way
to have unique experiences and rest at inns. Once all players make it to Edo, the player who has had the most fruitful experiences, determined by points, wins the game. In this relaxing stroll through Old Japan, you will take in the sights, do a little shopping, maybe even bathe with some monkeys in a hot spring. That is, unless someone else gets there first. But this being a game where the last player moves first, sometimes it is better to let the others rush ahead. Because once they have moved on, their location opens up again. This is a relaxing game that can get pretty cutthroat, and I enjoy every minute of it, and I hope you will too. To learn more, check out the review here. That concludes my top 10 under $25 on Amazon. Remember, if you would like to find these games on Amazon and wish to support the channel as well, you can click the affiliate links in the description for any and all the games that I've just talked about. Also, if you enjoy this type of content, let me know in the comments. And keep an eye out for the other videos in this mini-series for my top 10 games on Amazon under $50 and the last video in the series, top 10 games over $50. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified about new videos. If you're bored now, click this for more games.